Bioshield, spiritual knowledge and sacred knowledge. There are two parts to the Bioshield, and this talk is about the first part, the introduction to spiritual knowledges and sacred knowledges. It's all about encrypting your mind so you are harder to hack from dodgy people, shadows, demonics, beings, ETs, etc. Spiritual knowledge is about more common knowledges, like how we interact with life, dreams, and the spiritual realms, to making the connection and then making that part of our bioshield by integrating that spiritual knowledge into prayers, sharing the energy, working together, protecting one another, etc. For instance, I connect to birds, trees, fairies, whales, life itself in so many ways and have implemented those experiences in the words of my prayers. Also, if I am connected to life, whatever I think, so should life think too. Wherever I move, so should life move. So, in essence, wherever I go, I should see some of my birds, and the trees should sway a certain way. I could have dreamt about my guardians the night before, or the other people's guardians, as an acknowledgement that things are okay. If I don't see this type of sequence of events happening when I'm going somewhere, I would know to be more alert and take things slow so I can manage the unexpected. Sacred knowledges are only known by a very few people and shows how connected you are to life for life to share its most prized knowledges, usually obtained when you have no agendas or no attachments and you're at an ascension level. These types of knowledges would be crow time, psychic whale sound, te kore ki te kore, where the last knowledge meets the first knowledge, etc., etc., etc. And I'll talk more on these in the coming weeks. So, the aim is to add your spiritual knowledges and your sacred knowledges into your prayer. So when you say a word in your prayer, you should have a picture in your mind of when it reflected a time reference. Was it a spiritual state, life state, dream state, the event that occurred, training, gift, exchange of knowledges? As you add more and more layers to your single word in your prayer, it gives meaning and power as you're saying your prayer. Think about it. You're sharing moments, exchanging energies, layering all your moments, energy, and connections so you become very encrypted and become harder to hack from dodgy people, shadows, demonics, beings, ETs, etc. So when I say a prayer, like a bird prayer, as I hit certain words like bird, I'm thinking about the time I heard my bird. When I arrived somewhere new, the bird was there waiting. The lesson the bird gave me in a dream. The time I saw the spiritual bird leave my house when I woke up. The time the Yellowstone showed me a bird style, like the Matrix, where time almost stops and you see everything, etc., etc., etc. So the word is sharing moments, energy, protection, etc., etc., etc. Your encryption is on another level at this time when you put it all together. So once you're at this state, you don't put up with these negative types of energies, and then you can connect with them and put them on the path. And I'll talk about the path in my other episodes. Remember, We're not about the good side or the bad side. We're about rehabilitating the system so we have the one side. We are all one. And the best part to this all, we get the challenger to find their path using their own free will. This is my introduction to the Bioshield Part 1, and welcome to the great community.